Cool, everyone. Thanks for being with me again today. Just a video on, I'm guessing I'm going to call it stress management. How do we get through difficulty? Right now, the world, on large scales and small scales, is going through a very interesting time of reevaluation. Everybody is going through stressful times, going with the flow, making sacrifices, changing of lifestyles and economic fears and pandemics and information and it's a tough time right now for perseverance in getting through things. So I want to make this video here, and I want to make a disclaimer first. What all these videos, this is just one man's opinion. Take what you like and leave what you don't. The things I'm going to say is coming from what I find is useful for other people to maybe consider. This is my opinion on life, and my intention with these videos has always been to, give my helpful opinion, the way I see the world may be helpful to others on the suggestions I make, the advice I give. So take what you like and leave what you don't. Maybe it doesn't resonate with you, maybe it does. So anyway, this video on perseverance and stress management and reinventing the self. There's some of my friends, and myself included, are going through bouts of depression, intense uncertainty through these difficult times. We're losing relationships, we're gaining relationships, and we're finding ourselves very emotional. We're finding ourselves depressed and dismayed and hopelessness, and a call for perseverance. This is a time for getting ourselves through a difficult time, and I want to make this video on my opinion of how to get through difficult times. And I've noticed for me, and I think for other people, is that the physical body, the vessel, the health of the person, the body needs to be robust, needs to be intact during these times. And I've distilled it down to 3 areas, and that's exercise needs to be in check. Diets and fuel and quality of fuel that we take in our bodies needs to be in check, and rest and recuperation and healing. These 3 things create a healthy body, and I really believe a healthy life in general as well. So, the best way to get through challenges and stress and uncertainty and difficulty is to have the physical body robust and healthy and ready to take on, ready to deflect, ready to integrate, ready to go with the flow and adjust and adapt. Exercise, the first one. The body needs to be exercised continuously, on different degrees depending on who you are. I'd say in the morning is the best time to start. I've been doing some little exercises right in my bed as I get up. You do a little sit-ups, get the stomach, get the core, stomach muscles strong and healthy, and awareness. Exercise brings awareness and consciousness of the body, because when we wake up in the morning, we are, more often than not in our body. We're still in a trance. We're still kind of in a quasi-dream state. So you have to get in the physical body. You have to be aware and get in your fingers. Gotta get in your fingers and your toes and do some core exercises with the stomach. Do sit-ups, and then get on your stomach, lay on your bed, your head's here, and do back exercises too, where you bring up your back and your legs are down here, and the legs come up too as well. Get the back and the front exercise. So anyway, exercise, especially in the morning, as much as you think is necessary to feel better, is what I'm going to say, and how much exercise. The blood needs to flow, the circulation. The more the blood flows through the body, the more conscious, healthy, and processing the body does of foods and of well-being. The blood needs to flow to the head. If we're not exercising and we're not getting our heart rate up to get the blood circulating through the body, the blood's not going to the brain as well as it should. And thus, we're not thinking clearly. We're not able to do a lot of things with an inadequate brain circulation. So exercise, stretching. Stretching gets the blood flowing better. The body's warm when you exercise. Some people go through their life with a cold body all the time. They have no idea that the warmth does a lot of. So Stress management and persevering through these tough times requires the body to be in shape. It needs to be exercised, it needs to be toned, it needs to be tempered, it needs to be strengthened, it needs to be flexed. It needs to be grounded out in nature, it needs to be hydrated, it needs to be breathed. You need to breathe and deeply with exercise. The second one is, we'll go next, is diet. Oh no, let's talk about rest. After, some of us burn out. Some of us work so hard, we get so tired. We eat things that make us real tired. We push through. The rest time is the healing time, the slowing, the repair time. Lots of caffeines, lots of alcohols, lots of carbonated beverages, lots of meats, lots of sugars, lots of salts. These all wear out the bodies, which I'll get into diet in the third section is, the body needs to recuperate. So if you're going through tough times and you're finding you're not able to keep up, maybe you need to check out more and rest a bit more and go slow and be calm with yourself and be compassionate and give the time that you need. Showering is very important. The water running in the body, the water touching the skin in a bath and a shower is very healing to the electricity of the body and the sensations. So, and the third one is diet. I guess diet and exercise and rest are interchangeable, but diet, of course, is crucial. We need to be fueling our vessels and our well-beings and our minds and our emotions with quality fuel. We're like a car. We're like a vehicle. The better fuel you put in, the better performance you're going to get out of your vessel. Diet, poor diet leads to a lot of mental disorders. It leads to a lot of heart problems and irritability and the ability and not thinking clearly, not thinking ahead, just clouded judgments and lack of enthusiasm to go to work, and poor diets of harsh materials, of like I said, heavy salts, heavy sugars, and acids. Acids are really in the crosshairs right now because they're very hard on the body. So anything that's hard on the body is going to hinder you in your perseverance through tough times. Through stress management, you need good fuel. You need, I make a ton of recommendations, but just go with what others say is a better diet. Research what works for you. Do trial and error on trying different foods and different drinks and lifestyles that are more conducive to a happy, healthier body. So again, during these tough times of depression, depression is stagnation, blood stagnancy, if I'm saying this right. Depression is in the head. We're thinking too much about uncertainties in the future, and we're getting too angry at ourselves about things that happened in the past. And a lot of irritability comes from those three things: from no blood circulation from exercise, meaning the brain is not functioning very well and thinking about bad stuff because we're not exercising. Maybe we're burnt out and too tired or too overwhelmed. We need rest. We're getting depressed because we're not resting enough, or diet, or all the three. We're eating bad food. Heavy oils and animal fats makes the brain really slow and maybe conducive to depression and bad thoughts and hopelessness. Fear comes from an inadequate balance of these three things I'm talking about as well. When you're scared, it's because you're not in your body. You're not believing in the capability of your body and your ability to navigate and to persevere through challenges. Fear comes up with inadequacy and depression, and I'm so tired of being scared and depressed. It's because you're not in your body. We need to be physically exercising to be confident. We need to be powering ourselves with good foods and good drinks and lots of water. Water will flush the blood in the mind, in the heart, and clean out impurities along with these other things that I'm saying. So these three cornerstones, exercise, rest, and diet, is the three cornerstones for a successful life, for successful anything, for good creativity. Think, you artists out there like myself, we create better we come up with better ideas. We implement better things with a better body, with a healthy body of these 3 cornerstones. Talking in relationships and navigating, arguments in love relationships, and being a good partner, and receiving and giving, and love and success and encouragement, empowerment, and strengthening your brothers at work and sisters at work at the gym is healthy body. Have a good, healthy, exercise, rested, nutrient body will be better for relationships. And then finances, the big 3 cornerstones: relationship, health, creativity, finances. 4. Finances, you're able to work better with a healthy body. You're a better worker at work. You're happier to be there. You're more depended on. You're more dependable. You're better at communicating because the health of the body through the 3 cornerstones is achieved. Entrepreneurs thinking of new ideas, launching new projects, and endurance and attrition to get through, staying up late, being on the computer, editing stuff or whatever, or coming up with ideas is a healthy body. Needs to facilitate the pursuit for finances and to better our values. So just making a helpful video here on the 3 things that I think need to be in check to have a happy life, and more importantly, stay out of depression, and to have to navigate through difficult times on different scales of, like I said, politics and economics. Exercise, rest, and diet. Get those in check and your life is beautiful. Yes? Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening, everybody.